Your mama gonna be sitting around here writing out your obituary if you with me and you come out mother way. That's on Pam. Your mammy gonna write out your obituary. Now play with me. Sit over there and listen to all that bull you want to them lies. Play with me. Watch what the I do. And I ain't just talking. I know everything I'm saying.
The young woman you see here, shouting at the top of her lungs, threatening fire and brimstone, is 32-year-old Erica Reese, a woman who, at first glance, seemed like someone fiercely fighting for love, respect, and loyalty. But behind her online bravado and public persona, there was a storm of tension building up, one that would ultimately cost her life. Just hours before her tragic end, Erica took to live video, threatening to confront her husband's side chick. What she didn't know was that her own life would be the one cut short. In the early hours of May 1st, 2022, around 1:15 a.m., the Montgomery Police Department received a call about a shooting outside a club on the 500 block of East Patton Avenue. When officers arrived, they found Erica Reese lying in a pool of blood, suffering from a gunshot wound to the chest. But just a few feet away, another woman, her killer, was visibly shaken, her hands still trembling from the act. What made this scene even more baffling was the fact that just minutes earlier, Erica had been seen on live video threatening the very woman who would ultimately end her life. But no one could have predicted the deadly twist. Erica, in her rage, had ambushed her husband's mistress, only to lose her own life in the process. But before that, let me take you back to how it all began.
To have a heinous event like this take place prior to midnight in the busy part of our entertainment district is reckless and it's selfish. You don't care about your life, well, jump off a bridge.
Erica's story at 32 years old was one of pride, resilience, and unapologetic self-assurance, all unfolding in the backdrop of Montgomery, Alabama. The city itself, steeped in history, vibrant with life, but also notorious for its high crime rates, was the perfect stage for someone like Erica. She wasn't one to shrink from challenges or hide her feelings. Instead, she thrived in the chaos, carving out a space for herself where the stakes were always high. While Montgomery had its share of dark corners, Erica lived with an energy that demanded attention, refusing to let the world define her or hold her back. Erica's life was a testament to independence. She wasn't someone who lived in the shadows, afraid to speak her truth. Instead, she was known for her loud personality, her willingness to express herself, and her unshakable sense of identity. To those who knew her, she was confident, fiercely proud of who she was, and unafraid to stir the pot when needed. Her social media presence was an extension of this, a virtual stage where she performed without filters or apologies. But beneath the surface of her loud, confident exterior, Erica was often navigating a world that wasn't always kind. Living in a city with deep-seated issues, economic struggles, social divides, and, at times, violence, she knew all too well that survival wasn't just about strength, but about playing the game. For Erica, this game was not about blending in, but about standing out, no matter the cost. In this high-stakes game, one of the key battlegrounds was love and respect, but also rivalry, especially when it came to her relationship with a man. That rivalry, which began on social media, would grow into something far more dangerous and personal, a conflict that would push both women to their limits. At the heart of it all was 31-year-old Katina Davis, whose interactions with Erica quickly became the focal point of an escalating tension. What started as a petty disagreement, an argument over a man no less, would soon spiral into something much darker. Their public exchanges became increasingly hostile, and what had once been a social media spat between two women would soon evolve into a full-fledged obsession, with each post and comment stoking the flames of animosity. For Erica, the issue wasn't just about winning or losing in the court of public opinion. It was about asserting dominance, proving that she wouldn't back down. Erica's frustration, paired with her fierce pride, found an outlet in a series of inflammatory social media posts. Each one was more direct, more brash, and more cutting than the last. She didn't hold back, using the platform to air her grievances with a level of aggression that made it clear she was willing to go to any lengths to prove her point. To her followers, it was clear that she wasn't someone who would quietly walk away from a fight. Instead, she built her platform on confrontation, and now this rivalry with Katina was reaching a boiling point. In particular, Erica's videos, where she vented her frustrations with raw, unfiltered emotion, became a centerpiece of the online drama. These videos were filled with insults and threats, with Erica's voice rising in anger as she detailed her grievances. But she wasn't just upset, she was seething, and her words were laced with aggression, as if she were daring Katina or anyone who got in her way to challenge her. One video in particular caught the attention of both her followers and Katina's. Her body language, the way she moved, the rage that came through her eyes, told a story of deep emotional turmoil.
And got a desk to keep on writing mother status about me. Y'all live like Mexicans in 2 bedrooms. In a 2-bedroom. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave me the fuck alone. Get you some money. That nigga can't be getting you no money because you always talking about me. Typing about me. Everything you saying is about me. Ring around rosy face looking gone. Go clean up with your nasty. From my understanding, you don't even clean up because you that nasty. Gas tank on E, begging, crybaby. And I'm by myself. I don't need nobody no combat with me. I'm by myself. I always be by myself. Always by myself. That's all the thing. When you see me, you gonna see me by myself with that big old pistol. They got them pistol lights for, but like you just wanna, like they wanna play with me. Your mama gonna be sitting around here writing out your obituary if you with me and you come out mother way. That's on Pam. Your mammy gonna write out your obituary. Now play with me. Sit over there and listen to all that bullshit you want to them lies. Play with me. Watch what the I do. And I ain't just talking. I know everything I'm saying. Your mammy gonna write your obituary out. You cheap. Whole client, she stay where to Birmingham, but always on Facebook every day typing about me. Throwing shade out about me like ain't nobody gonna come back and tell me what they're saying. Go sit in the real stylish chair and stop letting that playing.
This was no longer just a fight over a man. This was a battle for dominance, for control, for respect. It was a matter of pride, ego, and identity, and Erica made it clear that she wasn't going to back down. It was a fierce declaration of war, a promise of violence if it came to that, because for Erica, the stakes had always been high. In Montgomery, where danger was often just around the corner, she had learned that there was no room for weakness. Every disagreement, every altercation could become something more, something unpredictable. The video made it clear, Erica wasn't just talking, she was ready to act. And act she did. Erica, blinded by anger, didn't know that the situation was about to spiral beyond her control. Just a day after the video, Katina Davis was out at a local club in Montgomery with the mystery man. She was having fun, seemingly unaffected by the brewing storm. But Erica, feeling slighted and enraged, knew this was her moment to confront Katina face to face. The tension had been building for weeks, and now it was time for action. Erica drove down to the club, determined to settle the score. As she arrived, she was ready to make her presence known. She waited outside, presumably hoping Katina would come out and face her. But what Erica didn't anticipate was the dangerous confrontation that was about to unfold. As Katina stepped out, Erica approached her with a look of fury in her eyes. But what happened next was a tragic escalation. Katina, on high alert after hearing about Erica's threats, wasn't going to take any chances. She was very aware of the hostility that had been building for weeks. She was cautious, watching her surroundings closely. At first, it seemed like there would be a confrontation, perhaps just words, but the tension quickly escalated. Both women were on edge, fueled by anger, resentment, and the mounting pressure of a feud that had been brewing online and offline for too long. In the midst of the exchange, Erica made the fateful decision to draw a weapon. When Katina spotted Erica with a gun, she immediately pulled out her own weapon in defense. But the standoff wouldn't last long. In a flash, gunfire rang out. The scene was chaotic, as bystanders scrambled for cover, unsure of what had just unfolded. The two women had begun exchanging gunfire, but only one of them would walk away from the scene. By the time the smoke cleared, Erica was lying on the ground, fatally wounded, struggling for her life. Another innocent bystander was also injured, a casualty of the chaos that had unfolded over a feud that could have been avoided. The police arrived shortly after the gunshots rang out, but it was too late. Erica had been shot in the chest and was pronounced dead at the scene. Meanwhile, Katina, who was understandably shaken but still alive, was arrested and charged with first-degree murder for taking Erica's life. She was also charged with second-degree assault for the injury caused to the bystander.
Her bail was initially set at $1.5 million, but later reduced to $150,000. But this would cause an outrage from Erica's family.
In an update tonight, a judge has reduced a Montgomery suspect's bail. Katina Davis was arrested following a weekend triple that killed one person and injured two on East Patton Avenue in West Montgomery. The bail for her charge was originally set at $1.5 million. Today, District Judge Pamela Higgins reduced it to just $150,000. Her two assault charges bail amounts stay the same. They currently total $45,000.
As the investigation continued, many people close to both women weighed in on the tragic outcome. Friends of Katina, reflecting on the chaotic chain of events, expressed regret and anger at the role they played in letting things get out of hand. In an emotional video, one friend passionately claimed that Erica's death could have been avoided, stating that her friends could have intervened sooner to stop her from walking into that situation. She blamed Erica's friends for not intervening, saying they could have told her to leave and avoid the confrontation. She emphasizes that the friends made sad posts after the incident, but failed to act when it mattered. She mentions how her own friend is now in jail because of it, and that someone's life is gone because of their inaction. She continues to build tension, stating that she was there the night of the incident and could have been the one to suffer. She talks about how the situation escalated and the moment when everything changed. She hints at a larger truth that could be revealed if the right people were to step forward and tell what really happened.
One thing about it is the friends for me. It's the friends that be so sad after something happens. But y'all sit there and egg that shit on. But when something happened bad, y'all so sad. Y'all making all these sad statuses. But why didn't y'all stop that girl from doing what she was already telling y'all she was finna do? The up on both mother ends because my friend is sitting in jail behind this bullshit. This shit is crazy. Somebody's life is gone over bullshit. We're gonna talk about that first before I get into what happened on last night. Because I was there. Not only was I there, it could have been me. It could have been me last night. Y'all let that happen last night. I pray and hope to God that man got cameras so the truth can be revealed. No, it's sad because they both got kids. That's two mothers that's gone away from their kids over bull. It was per bull that went to on last night. And her friends let that happen. It's her friends that let that can go down like that last mother night. So boom, we in the little party or whatever. We in the party. This girl keep walking. This girl. So I'm like, who is this girl? Like, I'm trying to see who she is, because she keep walking like, y'all, you can tell that she up to something. She wants some kind of attention that she's looking for, because she keep walking, y'all. She keep walking. Okay, boom. So my friend come up to me and she was like, the girl in the club that been picking with me or whatever, this, that, and the third. So I'm like, man, you know what I'm saying? She was like, but I ain't on no shit. I'm chilling, you know what I'm saying? I ain't on no shit, this, that, and the third. She go sit down, y'all, with her man. She in there with her old man. She didn't come with us. She came with her old man. I kid you not, y'all. She wasn't smoking. She wasn't drinking. She wasn't doing shit. You can tell that she knew something wasn't right about that night. I'm talking about my friend right now. I'm finna get to the deceased girl. You can tell she knew something wasn't right. Anybody know Lucy know she gonna blow her O's. And she, you know, the vibe be what's up. Man, Lucy was sitting down. Y'all, I swear to God, she sat down the whole time. The girl keep walking. The girl keep walking. She keep walking, y'all. She walking. You can tell that she wants something. Boom. As the night go on, y'all, Lucy comes up to me and was like, I'm finna go, Brittany. The girl going around telling folks when me and him leave out the club, she gonna us when we leave out the club or whatever. So I'm like, wait. You know what I'm saying? At this point, because I'm like, is it that serious? I don't know the girl. I'm like, is that serious? So I lean up to my best friend and I tell my best friend, you know, that girl said she go with my friend when she go, when they walk out the door. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm finna walk her outside to make sure she get away safely. Me and my friend goes to walk her out. Her and her old man out the door. We walking out. My friend, somebody stopped my friend old man, so you know we at a standstill. But my best friend, she goes on to the door to look to see what's going on or whether make sure ain't nothing going on out there. She don't see me. So we proceeds to go on out the door, and they rode a motorcycle there. My friend and her old man, they rode a motorcycle to the party. I got it on my snap. If y'all my snap friend, when they first pulled up, I snapped him. So they on the motorcycle getting ready to go. But I hear her friend, the deceased girl friend, is coming out the club laughing. Let me go get this from Erica, girl. Erica said she finna this girl. Let me go get this from Erica, girl. She's so crazy, girl. I told her, don't do this and this, just laughing like it's funny. So now my focus on her to see what direction she's going in to the Erica girl. So we watching her the whole time. So now I'm begging my friend. I'm like, come back in, friend. Like, come back in the club. This girl is not playing. Come back in. I'm begging her. She like, no, I'm finna go. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna go. We begging her. I'm pulling her everything, y'all. I'm begging her. So, boom. Next thing I know, the girl Erica coming from between on the other side of the parking lot coming through. Tell them come outside. She don't know that my friend and the man already outside. Already out the door. So her focus ain't on this side. She looking at the door where me and my other best friend standing in. Tell them hoes come outside. This, that, and the third. Tell them hoes come outside. Da, 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 da. So I'm thinking that she putting me in the mix. I'm thinking she talking to me because she looking at me and my best friend or whatever. So I'm like, what this girl got going on? Walking up to her, asking her what she got going on. This, that, and the third. So as I get a few more steps, my best friend yell and say, no, Brittany, she got a. So I turn to run back. And by the time I turned to run back, y'all, I just heard shit. Like, when that girl upped her gun, she didn't have a chance to use it. That's the honest to God truth. That girl upped her on that girl first. They could have made that girl go to home. So yeah, it's sad that she been taken away from her kids, but y'all play a big part in that because y'all didn't stop y'all friend. If you going around telling somebody you gonna me when I come out the club, you damn right I'ma be ready. What you think I'ma let you hurt me? I'ma be ready, cause you already bragging. You bragging saying what you finna do to me. So when you come up on the y'all, she went so focused that she didn't even knew the girl was already out the club. So when she pulled her, she was too late, cause she looking at the wrong what her friends was then. They let her walk over there by herself. They knew she was coming over there to pull her on that girl. They stood back. Her friend stood back. I'll never forget that face. I would never forget her friend's face. And I'ma tell it to the police that she knew what her friend was finna do.
A strong sense of disbelief and sadness follows as she reflects on the life lost, describing how one of the people involved is dead and the situation is over. She begins to recount what happened the night before, setting the scene. She recalls the night at the party. She talks about a girl in the club who had been picking with her friend. Despite this, her friend tries to stay calm. She described how the girl in question wasn't drinking or smoking, which made her feel like something was off. She describes the group walking outside. At one point, the friend's man is stopped, and the speaker's best friend checks to make sure everything is okay. Then the scene shifts as they head out of the club. At this point, the situation spirals out of control. The speaker recounts hearing shots after Erica pulls the gun. She states that her friend had no chance, claiming that they knew this would happen but didn't stop it. She strongly criticizes the friends for letting Erica walk outside with a gun and accuses them of not intervening. She questions why they didn't tell her friend to go home before the situation escalated. Reflecting on the incident, she expressed regret and frustration, stating that it was a kill or be killed situation. She implies that if her friend hadn't defended herself, she too could have been dead. The tragedy sent shocks through the local community, leaving everyone questioning the role of pride and vengeance in this senseless killing. One life was lost, and another forever changed. Katina Davis, now facing serious charges, would have to come to terms with the irreversible actions she took that night. The emotional toll on Erica's family was heartbreaking. Her friends and family gathered in the days following her death, reflecting on the young woman who had so much life ahead of her. She was a mother, a daughter, and a sister, someone whose energy and love for her family were undeniable. While Erica's family were left to grieve a loss that should never have happened, the man who had caused this rift between the two women was nowhere to be found, but his role in stirring up the conflict was clear. Erica had been angry and hurt, but in the end, her tragic death was the result of a series of poor decisions fueled by pride, jealousy, and revenge. The aftermath of this incident left everyone asking the same question: was it really worth it? The answer, of course, is no. But in the heat of the moment, things can spiral out of control in an instant, and lives can be shattered forever. As the investigation continued, the legal proceedings began to unfold. Katina Davis's defense team quickly set to work, attempting to downplay her involvement and claiming that she acted out of self-defense. But the evidence was damning. Investigators uncovered social media posts and witness testimonies that painted a clear picture of the deadly confrontation. According to witnesses, the escalation wasn't just about a feud over a man. It was a boiling point for months of tension, bitterness, and animosity. Both women had used social media to air their grievances, but that public platform only seemed to fuel the fire. The threats made online came to life on that fateful night. Erica's family was devastated by the senseless violence that ended her life. They were not only mourning the loss of their daughter, sister, and mother, but were now left to deal with the fallout of a system that sometimes seems unable to prevent tragedies like this. Friends and family rallied together to raise awareness about domestic violence and the dangers of unresolved conflicts, hoping to spare others from suffering the same fate. But Erica's story wasn't just about her death. It was about the lives that were destroyed in its wake. Katina, who had taken her life, now faced the consequences of her actions in court. The once promising future of two young women had been forever changed by one senseless altercation, and now the legal system would have to deal with the fallout. This case serves as a grim reminder of how seemingly small issues can escalate into something far more deadly. What began as a dispute over a man quickly spiraled out of control, leaving two families devastated and a community reeling from the loss. The questions that linger are not just about who pulled the trigger, but about how a situation like this could have been prevented in the first place. Was it the toxic cycle of jealousy and pride that led to this tragic end? Was it the inability to let go of a situation that had long since turned sour? Could Erica have walked away before the situation turned fatal? Or was it a series of missteps, people egging her on, friends who didn't intervene, and the escalating nature of the conflict that led to this loss? The story of Erica Reese and Katina Davis is a cautionary tale, a stark warning about the dangers of unresolved anger, unchecked emotions, and pride that can lead to irreversible consequences. It's also a reminder that sometimes the most dangerous thing you can do is hold on to a grudge, allow it to fester, and wait for the opportunity to strike back. In the end, both women were victims of their circumstances, but only one of them paid with her life.
What do you think about it? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this story intriguing, please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this.